After the field goal, here's Tavecchio to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go. Run the ball after this.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Throw left side, complete. That's Burton. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, a 22. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Trubisky with a give to Howard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Buying time to his left. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And a nice gain at 21 yards. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Throwing here, Trubisky. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rashawn Melvin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goal.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On second down, Trubisky firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Jonathan Bullard in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. The wind is at his back here in the 2nd quarter. Tavecchio puts this one through. And 2 field goals now mean they take a rare 6-2 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
After the field goal, here's Tavecchio to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On the handoff, this is Howard. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
A give to Howard. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Burton. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A Chicago 1st down. The former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running with Howard. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
A minute 59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Parkey now following the made field goal to kick this one off. On the return, it's Coates. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. So out come the Raiders. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
6-18.
Throwing on first down is Carr. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Down. 185. hey, 734. He's up. 29. 29. Purdue.
And that'll set him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
You're mine.
Throwing now is Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Bullard in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Seems to me that our friend Old Momentum I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On first down, Trubisky. Flush to his right. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. Here's Trubisky to throw. Going deep this time. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And Parkey's kick is good. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Trubisky brings the Bears up first and 10 at their own 26. Now it's Trubisky. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. 2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt.